All right. I'm here. I'm JT. Over there, it's that man Ice. And this is episode 9 of the Trust Me Not Expert podcast, where we bring you our hot, smoking takes on the NBA, NFL, and anything else that's on our brains. Why? Because we're experts, and you should trust us, even though we're not experts.
It's not smoking hot.
It's a little fiery. We did a little pregame meeting, and I heard your takes. There's a little smoke on them, and we're gonna get into it. I'm real excited to hear. Let's just go and get it started. Ice. When I look at the NBA right now,
which as a whole or
as a whole,
okay.
You know, we break them in halves.
Right.
On the East, I'm like, I know who's got a great shot at going to the finals.
Clear cut.
We got, say it with me now, Milwaukee, and then we got Boston.
Yeah.
All right, those teams, hella deep, hella talented, and they're playing in a cohesive manner. And there's a definitive gap between the talent and the level of play that's below them.
Hell, even the level of coaching.
Yeah. Now on the West, this is where you and I differ. I can't call it. I find that it's completely murky. And you was like, nah, I got some teams. Who you got?
Top 3 right now, even in the standings: Phoenix, Memphis, New Orleans. And my only asterisk I put by New Orleans is if they stay healthy, man, they've already shown they play defense. They'll play anybody with a uniform. That's the makeup of a team that'll put together a run.
Would it surprise you that
the rest of these bums? I don't know. Like I said, just last week we saw the battle for 500, and it felt like a game 7.
It was a game
for
7.
Two teams that are in 8th and 9th?
8th and 9th, battling for 500. Our Mavs versus the world's Warriors. All right.
The reigning champs.
And it was and that was kind of my point, man. Like every time it looks like the Warriors have figured it out. Like because
they've already done it twice this year.
Yeah, like you'll just look at them and like if Klay don't got it one night, or if they just break down defensively, it's like what the fuck are they gonna do? Like they look so bad.
Yeah.
And bad's a strong word, but you get what I'm saying. Like they don't look like a top team.
No, they don't look like a champion.
Right. And that was really my point, man. Like you were kind of high on New Orleans, as you should be, but I think they're like a year away. Like here's a question I ask you. Like, do you think that this time next year, or not even this time next year, finals next year, would you be surprised if they were representing the West?
New Orleans?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Because the talent is just there.
Right.
And
yeah.
they're so deep. Right.
Now that everybody knows this is a shooter's league, man, that's all you gotta do is get hot at the right time.
It's kind of scary though, because for them, like any given night, like they're not playing with like some of their best talent, and they're still competing at a high level.
Right.
It's kind of awesome to see,
because they do still compete on both ends of the court, unlike majority of teams in the NBA right now. They don't play both ends. I'll outscore you before I stop you.
Right. And we all know when come playoff time, everybody can score. It's really about who can play some defense.
Yeah, who can play some defense.
Do you think that these other teams that you named got that pedigree like that? Like you talked about Phoenix. Like I'm gonna push back on Phoenix. Like I just saw that game, and I don't think Chris Paul can play 10 weeks straight come spring.
All right, you know me personally, all right?
I do.
You see me at my lowest. I fucking hate Chris Paul. So my basketball savant eyeballs aren't calling Phoenix a good team because of Chris Paul. And you know that. But if you want to play devil's advocate in the room, fine, be my guest.
Yeah.
It's the coaching.
Yeah.
And it's the superstar power that has been unleashed by the Kardashian curse.
Oh, God. So you like, it doesn't have nothing to do with Chris Paul. It's the Kardashian curse on book.
He's released.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. Like, to me, like when I saw that team, I saw a team that needed a point guard, and their backup point guards weren't it, bro. Like at all.
Okay, you saw them play possibly the worst game of the season.
Their worst game of the season.
Right, because you also saw them beat us the first game of the season.
Barely.
And Chris Paul wasn't a big contributor to that game at all.
Yeah, but he controlled the pace. I mean, like, there's something to be said about competent ball handling. You know what I'm saying? When you're not giving the ball to the Mavericks, because you know we will take that ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I saw. I was like, we were just taking the rock from them niggas. You know what I'm saying? To be fair, that's what we do now. I don't know if you know, but we are top 5 in steals.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
It's funny when the rapper got the gun and Lucas starts playing a little defense. Everybody get quiet on that whole. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't play defense. He's terrible. You mean like MVP terrible?
He doesn't move his feet. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he moves his hands.
It was like, oh, but that's because he took those cookies.
He moves his hands into the cookie jar. He eats them because he's a big Slovenian boy.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Well, he's 23s, man.
Yeah, it's fine. You got him for MVP still?
Yeah.
Think he can keep it up?
Yep.
Cool.
Who gonna stop him?
Himself.
Who gonna stop me? I love that video.
Don't.
He's gonna go to jail, but I love that video. Speed, he's everything that's wrong with whatever generation after us.
I forgot the name of it.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, you know,
it's not. Is it millennial?
I think we're millennials.
We're millennials. Okay.
Yeah, and they're the Zoomers.
Man,
I think they're the Zoomers.
I've never heard of Zoomers, but okay.
Yeah, like there's Boomers, and then it's them. They're the Zoomers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. They're the Zoomers. We'll go with that.
Bit.
Speaking of a Zoomer, your boy Shay.
Man, say my investment.
Yeah, man, your NFT that you purchased in Oklahoma City seems to be.
Hold on, let me put on a suit and a turtleneck. All right.
It seems to be popping off so much that I think Shay's a lock to be a reserve guard in the West.
If he don't get into the All-Star game, that's a big snub.
Is it though? Because we do this all the time.
It's a huge snub,
and it's a lot of talent. Especially in the West when it comes to the guard position.
He's on top. He's on top of the talent, though.
Not on top of all the talent. He's not better than Luka. I'm not putting him better than Book. I'm not putting him better than
Steph.
Ja. No, I'm not putting him better than that. How many reserves we got left? In like one more spot, maybe 2.
Shit, he's one of them.
How many spots is for in the reserve spots for guards?
I don't know.
I think it's 6.
I don't know. It's a guard game, but he needs to be in one of them spots, regardless. Who's all right outside of them 5? Who's better than him?
I gotta think about it.
Anthony Edwards?
Nah, I mean Minnesota's really not. All right, we talked about this early in episode 1. Like Minnesota it works on paper.
We did.
You know, on paper it works good.
Right.
Oh shit, Dame
been hurt.
Doesn't matter, man.
Dame's back. Dame getting outplayed by Anthony Simons.
It's just because he's not playing. But
thank you for proving me right.
I think
I agree with you.
When this time come February, he'll play a lot more than he has prior, and he'll be good.
And he'll just magically be better than Shea. Who is?
I think he'll take. Look, keep in mind we're talking about all-star slots, and that doesn't mean that someone's better. That just means that consensus felt like they were better. You know what I'm saying? There will be some snubs.
All right, so I'm not really talking about consensus. I'm talking about.
I thought we were talking about all-star. Are you changing the argument?
No, I'm talking about who's better, top to bottom, in the guard spot.
That's a different question, and I would agree with you on that. As of right now, yeah, I'll pick Shea.
So you're talking about just for the All-Star?
Yeah.
Man, fucking Dame fucking around start. That's how ridiculous the All-Star be.
Not starting, bro. Let's not. let's not be egregious here.
That's how ridiculous the All-Star be, bro.
Did you get my point though? Like,
oh yeah,
he could be snubbed, but he should get in.
Okay, I get your point, just because that's how bad the All-Star selecting is of the bench.
It was half fan and half coach. Wait, no, it's
you don't even know.
It's what is it? 40%?
Google it.
I think it's 40%.
Don't make me lie
fan,
to you.
40% coach, and like 10% players, some shit like that.
Did you Google it?
I'm not Googling. It's not. It's bro. It's not even January. I'm not Googling.
It's so bad. It's not worth Googling.
I'm not Googling yet. I'll Google come January when it matters.
I don't think it's a true answer to how they come up with it, because so many times they got it wrong.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
and then they try to fix it with like the injury reserve replacement shit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not the way that they do it now. It's all like broken down in different compartments now, so it's not all just one thing. You know what I'm saying? Here, I'll look it up now. Let's get it right live. You know, that's all like Google. NBA All-Star voting process.
Fuck around be. Yes, D'Lo's the best backup due to the metrics.
All right, so yeah, fan gets half the vote. The other half is split up into quarters. Quarter is the current players. The other quarter is immediate. That's how they do it.
Yeah, that's a fucked system.
How would you do it?
Jalen Brunson would have been an All-Star last year if I did it.
Yeah, but is that just?
Oh, I mean, right now it should all be fan.
100% fan.
Yeah, it should all be fan, and then like
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the people are terrible. I mean, look at Herschel Walker. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, he's so terrible he stopped running.
Shouldn't even been a runoff.
Nah, he shouldn't have.
Anyway, let's move on. We talked a little bit about the Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a nail biter in Denver on a back-to-back. And you and I talk offline about the roller coaster that is Tim Hardaway Jr. all the time. And it's to the point now where I'm getting to the point where my eyeballs are seeing it and it's working, and I'm like, don't fall in love with this. It's only a matter of time before he's not making these shots, before he's shooting us out the game. But goddamn it, it's hard to not just be like championship, you know?
Man, my expectations are tapered already. Like, it won't be as low as it was at the beginning of the year, just because I doubt they bench him. Now that he's back in the starting lineup, they're gonna keep him there.
Okay.
And he needs to start.
He does need to start.
Because
he's always played better when he starts.
Every time they do the whole off the bench thing, which I wish it worked. I wish he could be Jason Terry. Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah, man.
Never works.
It just damages his psyche.
I don't know if it's a psyche thing, because I mean he's a super cool, level-headed dude. I don't even think it's a psyche thing. I think it's a rhythm thing. I think it's an involvement thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like to come in and have to go right away into kind of just be in the game, get a couple of up and downs, play some defense, and then the shots come to you.
I think that if he starts waning, we got to Deshaun Stevenson his ass. That's what we got to do.
I'll just pull him quick.
Just have him play like 20 minutes, but he starts.
Yeah, because I mean, Deshaun always started, but he got pulled quick. Yeah. Like he'd be the first one out.
Jet come in.
And
in that case, that would be Reggie Bullock, because Reggie will actually start making shots by that time.
What day is it? I'll be looking for it. I've been on Twitter looking for the actual day.
It's just January. Let's wait January. All right.
Got it.
He'll start shooting like 40% around January from the three.
Jaden Hardy needs minutes.
He'll get minutes the minute this team continues to blow teams out.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man.
He needs baby minutes.
What does baby minutes look like?
Is
Is that 5? Is that 10?
I mean, like a short leash, 4-minute run in the first half, and depending on like get him in the first half, see where he's at. 4 minutes.
So he's taking your son's minutes.
Fuck no, he taking Reggie Bullock's minutes.
Reggie doesn't come in now,
bro. I don't want
the way the rotation works. It's the guard rotation is your son comes in.
Okay, according to you and Twitter, he needs to get those minutes until Reggie starts playing in January.
Then he should be playing in the second quarter. Then
fine by me.
Cool. I'm just making sure that you know.
I knew
First quarter rotation.
I knew. I watched the games.
Like Josh took those minutes now.
I watched the games.
Your Australian son from down under.
That's my boy. I told you that a long time ago. I was like, yo, he needs minutes. Now he's getting them.
You liked his athleticism, his strange athleticism.
No, what really opened me up right before we traded KP, it was one of them games where they said Luka, or he was either going through protocol. It was the 10 assist game, and I was just like,
yeah, that was cool.
Oh, he sees basketball,
and he can shoot, and he been able to shoot. It's just under Rick, like he kind of forgot how to shoot or something. I don't know what happened. Because he was shooting in college. Anyway, good see he's doing well. And the game against the Phoenix Suns I actually went to.
Right.
And I had 2 things of note. One, Mavericks fans are really into this rivalry.
It's a new thing.
Like
it's embraced.
The amount of funny shirts where like it's like Luka holding baby Booker. Or it's an outline of that infamous shot in Game 7 of last year where Luka's looking up at Booker and we're up 30. Like, that's printed on T-shirts at the game now. And it's the most comical thing ever because I don't see that level of enthusiasm with any other team.
Nah. And I need one of those shirts. I do. And I'm a Book fan. I still need one of those shirts.
Need one of those shirts, man. You know what else I saw at the game?
Stars.
Right next to the Phoenix Suns coaching bench was a couple Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
A gunman, if you will, because he's not a player.
Stop calling him that.
Hey, man, that dude was super icy and super old.
That's speculation.
And he did not look like any of the Cowboys.
Look.
I was like, he's not somebody's uncle.
Your eyes didn't lie to you, but you can't. That's not cool to call him the gunman.
He's the dude with the gun.
That's not cool.
But Odell, young Beckham Jr. You know what happened?
He's not young anymore.
You know what happened? We were so up that game, the crowd started shouting, "OBJ." I'm not lying.
What?
Yeah, to the point where
I think I cut the game off.
They put the camera on him. And the announcer was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And he was like, "I don't know." It was great, man. And
is that just the star power he commands now?
Apparently, first of all, like all the beat writers are there, just to kind of.
Because we thought it was gonna be a good game,
not just for the game, but like there were NFL beat writers there. Because the word on the street was like, yo, he's here. He wants to go to the game. They're going to take him. I think they said Dak was in the box.
Yeah, Dak and Dez was in the box. I saw Dez with him after the game.
Yeah, and but courtside, because he's a courtside guy.
Man, so he got to be by the action. And that's D-Book guy.
Yeah. It was cool to see, man. Now, we're going to pivot a little bit of NFL corner because I think you got a little bit more that you want to say because ever since then, it's been like 2 days since that's happened. Some news has broke out. And you got a little problem with it.
You know, the beautiful North Texas people are excited. All right.
A whole chant for OBJ.
Right.
This is a New York Giant by all accounts. You know
yeah, for the most part of his career, been a Giant. Here's the thing, though, bro. Dallas is hot. They're surging. I think they can catch Philly. We need all the help we can get.
We need receivers.
We on the outside, because baby boy CD.
Listen, CD.
Look, all it's going to do is help you.
You'll get open more.
You'll get open more.
Because they got to respect someone else they put on the outside.
Gallup, guess what? This will help you.
Hey, man, all those curl routes that you be running, they'll be even easier now.
Yeah, they won't sit on top of them. So, with that being said, we know help is on the way. We know help is possibly here in the form of a man with blonde hair. Why would Jerry go ahead?
Hair's black now, by the way.
Yeah. Why would Jerry go ahead and leak the health information talking about he wouldn't be ready to help the team until 2023? Now, granted, we're a month away from 2023. But from a season standpoint, initially it was November 1st, he's ready. We're into December.
Yeah.
We're in the first week of December. So if he signs, are you saying he won't be able to help until playoffs?
So hold on, Ice. This is a little bit of tea that you're spilling right now.
Right.
Are you saying that shrewd man known as Jerry Jones has put a little blood in the ocean water,
man,
for Odell Beckham's return to the NFL?
Right.
To what? Lower the price?
Okay, that's what you have to speculate, because he saw two other teams and none of this information has come out.
Okay.
Buffalo and New York.
Okay.
And now the fucking owner of all people was like, well, I talked to the doctors. We were in Frisco. It was the Star. It's a beautiful place. Come down and see it. We all know he's a star. All right. Okay. That's not the issue. I love talent. I grow it right from home.
God damn it.
Okay. I need it now, though. If it can't help us right now, no. I don't know if I'm invested. That's what the motherfucker said. Verbatim.
Jerry, were you in here at our podcast? Did you call in? Jerry, did you?
I heard it. I heard it verbatim, bro.
Wow, everyone. Jerry Jones, everybody.
Chill out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's not cool. So, yeah, we have to speculate. Put the blood in the deal to lower the number.
Do you think it's actually notable because two other teams did not put this news out?
No.
Well, actually, you said it leaked, so the Cowboys didn't leak it per se. This was all Jerry being Jerry.
Jerry being Jerry, probably running his mouth, and then the beat writers were the main ones who were like, "Hey, we're running with it. Exclusive.
I mean, that's what beat writers do. They run.
Yeah. It's not cool though. Not from the owner.
All right. Well, we're only 2 days in since, from what I could tell,
right,
the city of Dallas falling in love with Odell.
Look.
Odell got family here, by the way, and I'm pretty sure he has a house here. So,
I mean, even Jerry can deny it. He's a star. You heard him say it when he was here in studio.
He did just say that. Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that. We're only 2 days in from my confirmation of the Dallas masses officially confirming they want OBJ.
Right.
I mean, when you have a whole chant at a Mavericks basketball game,
at an NBA basketball game,
that's saying something.
Give the people what they want, Jerry.
I mean, the game was pretty much in hand, but it was still plenty of time left. And I was like, yo, this chant is a little premature. I need us to focus on the game.
Oh, it was premature.
Like,
granted, that game got out of hand, but it was premature.
it did get out of hand. I think around the time the chant happened, it was like early third quarter, so we were like only up like 18.
Yeah, I was about to say like 19.
It's plenty of time, you know.
Which it teetered down to 13 a couple of times.
Did, but you know, we that was a little bit of a vengeance game, blood and water. So, we'll see how it goes, man. I hope that they get him signed, and I hope that he's able to not only help the team, but more importantly, that, you know, he's able to find a little bit of a permanent home here.
And that's what he wants. He wants a little bit longer contract.
A lot of niggas come to Jerry for that longer contract, for that long money, and
pass by his house 3 days out the week. That money is
the most infamous player that I can think of. They came to Jerry for some money.
Oh, I already know you.
And Jerry paid him, and then he proceeded to give us
the shit.
icy rap lyrics about how paid he is. Was your boy Prime Time?
I wish y'all could see me dancing.
And your boy Prime, you know, Mavericks just left Denver and scaped out with a win. And the only thing hot in Denver ain't the Broncos. It is.
Or let Russ cook?
It's not let Russ cook.
Oh.
It's
yeah,
Colorado, the University of Colorado, and Deion coming to an agreement.
Yeah, he will be the new active HC. HNIC.
How we feel about this?
Initially, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna make this short. Initially, I was shocked, but because Jackson State had become a swag juggernaut, and I knew they were only gonna keep getting better and better. So really, and now that I've gotten my inside information, which has now been, you know, once again public news now. But
I trust you.
I got it pretty early.
I trust you. You're not an expert, but keep going.
Because I was pissed. I had to call my people down in Louisiana, right next to, you know, they got people on the scene in Mississippi. Comes out, they really didn't want to take care of Deion after all he did. This is a man who's been rich a long time.
That rap song that I was talking about, guys, that came out when I was like 6.
Right. We were children. And even we knew he was paid.
We knew he was paid. All right.
This is one of the few athletes who has had a dual pro career simultaneously.
Bo Jackson style.
And damn near was an all-star in both.
Yeah.
He is a legend. He is prime time.
He is prime.
And he is Coach Prime. And he delivered on everything he said he would. And he was finna deliver on more. And they just didn't want to give him his just dues because they never helped him. I won't go into details. It's everywhere now.
Okay.
The one thing that stood out to me, he was like, the worst part about this is the kids. You know,
that's what he cares about.
It's these young men that I gotta.
Because before he did the coaching, you know, he did Prime Academy here,
right?
And he put his input into that, and that kind of got him back into coaching,
right?
Because it was more of a high school thing, and he was like, "Yo, getting these kids, teaching these kids, I'm really feeling this." And then when the shit kind of hit the fan with the school, he was like, "Maybe I should fall back a little bit."
Yeah, because he was like, all I want to do is coach and help the kids, and on every level has been the money.
Right. You got to pay people, man. It's simple as that. We live in a capitalist society.
And on top of paying people, you got to have competent people to just do your fucking job.
Right. And are we picking Colorado as bowl winners next year?
Fuck yeah. 11 kids already in the portal.
Sure.
Finna pick up in Boulder.
For sure.
It's kids decommitting.
For sure. All right.
No, they finna be a big deal
Can we
tomorrow.
Can we make Colorado an honorary HBU if they if the prime effect continues to happen?
Trust me, I'm going to a game.
You going?
I'm going to a game.
You going to Boulder?
I'm going.
It's beautiful up there, man.
It's beautiful. I didn't go to none of the Jackson State games because, man, the taxation by association. The Jackson TSU game,
Yeah.
tickets range between $400 and $1,000, and they sold this shit out.
Jesus.
So where'd that money go?
Pay this man.
Nope, too late. Wow. $300,000 salary, he gave half of it back.
Right.
This last year.
Right. Well, you don't need the money.
He said that.
It's not about that.
He wants to control, and I'm pretty sure they had a long conversation. He was just like, let me do whatever the fuck I want to do. And they were like, will we make money? Because it's business.
True.
And he was like,
yeah.
He was like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You know how coach talk.
Oh, man. Like a pimp.
A pimp named Pastor. Pastor prom sometimes.
Oh, man. I'm excited, though, man. I might actually start watching more college football now.
What do you say? I'm not worried about the destination. It's about the journey.
It's about the journey, baby. That's all I got for you today, man. You ready to wrap this episode up?
We can get out of here.
All right. Everyone, this has been episode 9 of the Trust Me, I'm Not an Expert podcast. I'm one of your hosts, JT. Over there, that's Ice. And we have just given you the most sizzling, spicy takes.
Jerry still in the studio?
We even had Jerry show up. Listen, all right? This is quality podcasting. Y'all need to like and subscribe. Follow us on all the Instas, the Twitters.
Yep.
As long as it'll be there. Because, you know.
Stop.
Hey, little Twitter update before we get out of here.
Stop.
I just saw that Elon is getting investigated by San Francisco because he's turning the Twitter offices into a fucking Airbnb.
That boy is all about the revenue, okay?
Listen, man. There are laws. And Elon's like, are there? Listen, man.
I'm above the law, all right?
Listen, Elon. Stop doing your normal Elon thing. Like, just try to follow a rule. Just try.
Evil villain origin story.
Just because you bought the place
Evil
doesn't
villain.
mean you can start using child labor.
Evil villain origin
Man,
story.
big villain.
Bruh.
My point is, like, Twitter probably won't be here any longer. It's going to be a little sad.
You're going to seize it.
I'm going to have to learn a whole new fucking, oh,
App.
God. I don't want to do TikTok. All right?
Bro, I don't.
Anyway, follow us on TikTok. And we out.